What's going on, everybody? Patriot Stacker here. So today we're going to take a look at the silver and gold current spot prices. We're going to see what kind of premiums that we're still seeing here on precious metals online at the big bullion dealers. We'll talk a little bit about local coin shop pricing as well. But I think it's kind of interesting because we're seeing a low in the spot price, a dip on silver and gold. I mean, we haven't seen silver under $20 in a couple years now. I mean, you know, in the last 2 years or so, we've been buying silver at $30 or more an ounce, and people were just buying like crazy, you know. But right now, silver's at $19.55. Gold is at $17.50.93. I mean, that is really low. There's a really big dip in precious metals right now. But it seems like, from what I've seen and people I've talked to, not a lot of people are buying. So why is that? You know, you would think at a nice dip in precious metals, you'd be backing up the truck and buying like crazy. You know, is it that excitement of the silver spot price rising that gets people into that frenzy of buying? They call it FOMO, fear of missing out. You know, you would think that you would want to buy at the lows, at the dips in spot. But it feels like people are kind of holding steady right now and not really buying as much as they were maybe 6 months or a year ago when silver spot price was $25, $26, $27, almost $30 an ounce. But right now we're at $19.55. I mean, that's really low. I haven't seen that low in a while. So I just think it's kind of interesting, you know. Is it the premiums? Are the premiums still high? You know, we'll take a look at what kind of deals you can find at the online bullion dealers, you know, and we'll talk a little bit about local coin shop pricing. I know some of my local coin shops in my area, one of them is still charging $30 an ounce for silver. You know, at a spot price of under 20, and they're still charging $30 an ounce, and people are buying it, supposedly. You know, it's kind of interesting. So that seems a little high. That's over a $10 premium, you know, and that's just generic silver. That's not even anything special. I mean, silver eagles are still like $34, $35 at some of these local coin shops, and I believe similar prices here online. So let's take a little look here at silver, and we'll see what kind of, you know, what kind of prices they have here. Let's see if my mouse wants to cooperate. So I always like to click on the available silver. I'll do it in price order, and we'll see what kind of deals. So here's a lot of fractional silver. You know, premiums on fractional silver is kind of outrageous. I don't even mess with it personally. These quarter ounce, not the Egyptian, the Aztec calendars, they're kind of cool. I do collect those, but I can't spend $11, and that's before fees, before taxes. You know, so it's really more like $12 or $13 for a quarter ounce. That seems crazy. But let's go down to the 1 ounce. All right, so they have here this 1 ounce Year of the Tiger silver round as low as $23.84. So that's not too bad. They say it's on sale. I think that's definitely the best deal on bullion that we're going to see here for 1 ounce bullion. $23 an ounce. Or really more like $24, and after fees and taxes, it's probably closer to $25 or $26. So not too bad. Here's another one. Silver buffaloes, 1 ounce, $24.44. You know, so we're seeing a decrease in the premiums. You know, so that's nice. Especially here online. You know, a lot of people do buy from these online bullion dealers. So, you know, we're seeing prices at under $25 an ounce. These St. Helena, these Queen's Virtues, these are really nice coins there. That's a great price. You know, this new one here that came out this year, I still need to pick one of those up. Those are really cool. So, we're seeing a little bit lower premiums here. Let's see American Silver Eagles. And this is priced low to high. So we have Silver Eagles cull or damaged. Usually you can get those at a lower premium. That says here as low as $31.44. Still, that's before fees and taxes. So say around $33 probably. So that's still over $13 over spot. So kind of crazy. 1 ounce random years, $32.44. Type 1s and Type 2s. We're seeing high premiums on American Silver Eagles. That's a little outrageous. I'm not buying American Silver Eagles at all right now. These just came out. These Egyptian God series, I think, are awesome. And I think this is one of the best deals. You can get the 2 ounce BU silver rounds. These are the new Horus. I love these. I think they're just really beautiful. They're well made. $50 for a 2 ounce. So $25 an ounce. I think that's pretty good. Typically, we were seeing these just a couple months ago when these ones came out. Or no, not these ones, but one of the newer ones. The Osiris. When those came out, they were like $60 to $70 or $65 to $70. Even just for the BU. The antiqued versions are a little bit more. But we were seeing those at like $70 for the 2 ounce. And now we can get a 2 ounce for $50. I think that's a great deal. I just think they're really cool. That's not too bad. I think that's probably the only thing here that I personally would buy. But let's take a good look at the gold here. And in stock gold. And we'll take a look at 1 ounce American Gold Eagles for 2022, starting as low as $19.19. So, still kind of high with the premiums on the new Gold Eagles. Buffalo's only $18.99. It's kind of interesting because I remember seeing Buffalo's usually higher priced than Eagles. These are 24 karat, 3 nines fine, 4 nines fine. Of course, the Eagles are only 22 karat, so kind of interesting to see that the Eagles are higher. I guess a lot of people do, prefer the Eagles over Buffaloes. I'm actually the opposite. I love the Buffaloes. We see Canadian Gold Maples, 1 ounce for $18.44. Still about $100 over spot. Let's see what else we have here. Random year 1 ounce Gold Eagles for $19.09. And of course, these prices are before fees and taxes. So really, you got to add a couple bucks onto that. They have 1 ounce bars. Still, let's do price, and we'll take a look here. I always skip past all this fractional stuff because the premiums on fractional anything, fractional silver, fractional gold, it's really not worth buying, in my opinion. The 1 gram bars and stuff, these Pamp Swiss, I have a couple of those. I think they're cool, but here they're selling for $83. I've seen people selling those for $65, on Instagram and YouTube. So still pretty high premiums on the online bullion dealers for this fractional stuff. Let's get to at least 10th ounce. Mexican, they do have some Dos Pesos and Dos Medio Pesos. You can usually find these for around what they melt for, around the spot price. They melt right now. They're only melting for about $85. They're selling them for over $100. So that's kind of too much for me personally. All right, so 1/10 ounce, the least expensive you can get a Philharmonic there for $2.10. I'm seeing if they had just random picks, but looks like just the 1/10 ounce Philharmonics, $2.10, but that's as low as $2.10, so probably more like 220, which that's just high. I mean, I'll spend, if I was going to buy a 10th ounce right now, I would only want to spend $200 at the most. Maybe 205 or something. But not even. I'd rather pay like 180 right now. I mean, with the spot price at 1750. So, we're seeing high premiums on everything. So, premiums are high. Silver and gold spot prices are extremely low. What's the deal? Will these premiums ever come down? Probably not. The fact that these bullion dealers can get away with those prices and those premiums, they're not going to reduce the prices if people are still buying. I think that your best bet, if you can, is shopping local, at your local coin shops. Also, check out Instagram, check out YouTube auctions and YouTube sales and things like that. Facebook groups, wherever, social media. You could definitely find much better deals there, when you can purchase peer-to-peer private dealers. So I just think that it's interesting that we're seeing the low spot price. The premiums have come down a little tiny bit, but that's probably just because spot prices has dipped so much. I don't know. I personally am not buying a lot right now either. And for me, it's not the FOMO. It's not because there's no excitement. It's mainly because, I'm not really interested in a lot of the stuff available. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why other people aren't buying. Let me know down in the comments. Are you still buying a lot with the dip in spot price? Have you kind of, took a step back and to see, what's going on with silver and gold and other precious metals? Also, we've paid, these high premiums, and we've paid over $30 an ounce for silver, over $2,000 an ounce for gold over the last couple years. And now we're holding that with a lot of money invested into those precious metals. What do we do with our precious metals? Are you going out and trying to liquidate any of that? Or are you just holding steady and just waiting it out? That's what I'm personally doing. I think that this is temporary, and we will definitely see an increase in spot. And I mean, we'll probably I'm sure we'll see an increase in premiums as well. But, I think the best thing to do is just hold on to your metals like we all do. And, it's a long-term investment, where most of us are investing in precious metals for that long-term savings. We used to say it's a hedge against inflation, but that's kind of to be debated lately. Inflation is just insane right now. Also another thing too is, are a lot of people not spending money on precious metals right now because of this inflation? Because we're spending so much money at the gas pump and at the grocery store and all, on our electric bill and all that stuff. We're seeing such high prices on everything in the outside world. Is it hard for a lot of people to be investing in precious metals right now? I don't know. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, and let me know what you're doing with precious metals. Are you still buying? Are you kind of holding out on the sidelines and just waiting to see what happens? Or just a little bit of both? If I am out in the wild at my local coin shop or at an antique store or a flea market, a yard sale or something, and I find a good deal, I'll still buy it. But right now, I'm not buying online. I don't typically buy from online dealers because I do have to pay tax here in New Jersey. So I rather buy with cash at my local coin shop and save on the tax. And I also get lower premiums and better deals and find more interesting stuff, usually when I'm shopping local. I don't know. Let me know what you're doing. That's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed checking out a little bit about silver spot price and the premiums and talking a little bit about all what's going on right now with the world of precious metals. So smash that like button if you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and as always, have a great day.